Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brother T, Freemason cigar enthusiast with VCR, and we got the tapes rolling on another cigar review video for you folks. Today, we're smoking the HVC Hot Cake, not to be confused with a Pan Caliente, which is an offering by the same manufacturer. They're separate blends entirely. So, don't let that throw you. Initial impressions, it has a firm pack. It's a very rich chocolate wrapper, oily and finished. There is a slight tooth to it. It has visible veins, visible seams, and a triple cap. Pre-light aroma, it's very forward. There's a cocoa component, chewing tobacco, and a slight earth quality. Let's cut and light. All right. Initial notes, there's a pretty forward break quality, slight wood, a little bit of earth. Draw, it's moderately dense, it's creamy smoke, slight coating to the mouth. There's a little bit of building black pepper now as I continue to draw on the cigar. We'll see how it develops. All right, everybody. We're at that 1 inch in mark, and the notes that we're getting, first let me preface it by saying it's a complex cigar. We're getting wood to cedar, there's a leather component, there is this almost sugary sweetness, which to me rings almost like a maple syrup element there. There's almost a coffee finish, slight nutmeg, bits of vanilla at times, and that black pepper is still hanging on, but certainly isn't anything that's obtrusive for those folks that maybe have a sensitivity towards black pepper as a tasting note. It's something that mixes very well. It is well there, and it's certainly noticeable, maybe 5 of 10 for me. It doesn't detract from the overall experience at all. It's a nice juxtaposition to some of the sweeter notes in the cigar. It is, for me, in terms of savory or sweet, it's more sweet. We'll see how it develops. All right, everybody. Getting to about that halfway point, time for a blend and flavor update. By way of blend, it uses a Mexican San Andres wrapper, it uses a double Corojo binder, and then filler from Nicaragua. The binder and filler are all Aganorsa tobacco, so certainly a name in the industry, and it uses a lot of Corojo. Specifically within the filler, it uses some Corojo from 2006, specifically the Viso leaves. So, certainly an interesting cigar. The flavor profile is fantastic. By way of tasting notes, we still have a woody component. There's a leather, slight coffee, nutmeg is still there, and some black pepper. Fantastic stick. Next we'll do the undressing, cigar wrap up, and tasting notes. We got a trifecta coming up, stay tuned. All right, everybody. It's time for the trifecta. We're gonna start by undressing this guy, removing the band. All right, and here we go. And we can talk about that band a little bit. It has a very Cuban-esque color palette, and by that we mean it's kind of the reds and the golds. The red strikes me as maybe a cinnamon, red hot candy type of red, and certainly the gold is maybe more matte finished. There's embossed elements throughout, but it kind of reminds me in terms of texture like highly circulated coinage or buffalo nickels really stick out in my mind, where the raised elements are all radiused and almost on a hand inspection, it feels smooth, but visually you can tell there's a little bit of undulations and contrast there. There's some embellishments throughout, and it's on adequate band stock, of course, so well done, HVC, well done. In terms of tasting notes, still a leather component. There's a pencil wood note as well. The maple syrup sweetness is certainly waning. The stick isn't as sweet at this point in time. Black pepper is still there. Still a little bit of coffee and a nutmeg component. Fantastic cigar, great blend. Hats off to you, HVC, fantastic. In terms of the cigar wrap-up, construction, flawless, ash held on for greater than 1 inch increments. There's nothing that I can point out or really disparage. In terms of burn, It's been razor sharp the entire time. To the extent that it wasn't, it certainly is self-correcting. Draw. It's like a milkshake through a straw. It's moderate in terms of density. It's creamy smoke, and it also coats the mouth, and it's a little bit more creamy than oily in terms of coating to the mouth. In terms of mouthfeel, it's not drying at all. It edges on mouth neutral. If anything, it makes you salivate. Body strength. For me, both a medium plus, and I think that's being a little generous in terms of strength. Maybe strength is maybe a little bit more medium, reaching to medium plus at times, but certainly the body is there. My name's Brother T. I'm a Freemason cigar enthusiast with VCR, and today we smoked the HVC Hot Cake. And as always, smoke 'em if you got 'em.